Doa menurut keyakinan masing-masing, berdoa dipersilakan. Thank you very much. Once more, kami mengucapkan terima kasih kepada kedua speaker dan juga kawan-kawan mahasiswa baik dari Jakarta, Bogor, Bekasi, Indonesia, Malaysia, dan selalunya ada dari Sultan Thai juga join sini. Kita boleh menggunakan English, Malay language, dan bahasa Indonesia karena ketiga-tiga bahasa ini dikenali oleh di ASEAN ini. Therefore, no problem about that. Jadi sekarang mari kita masuk the second agenda, a short video of first speaker right now. Time is yours, please.
Okay, thank you very much Pak Reza. Saya share PowerPoint ya.
Yeah, you are the co-host right now. They wrote you can to use. Pak Johannes, selamat join ya. Sudah kita baca WhatsApp.
Pak Reza, I think I need the.
You are the co-host right now, right? Kang Indah belum dibagi lagi nih, Pak.
Belum ya, belum di-share.
Kang Indah, you can to create Pak Diki is co-host. Mana orang? Kalau enggak saya boleh buat macamnya. Kalau tak boleh lah. Indah, Gumilang mana? Okay Pak, right now you are. Available Pak, silakan.
Ya.
Okay. Your screen right now, I think clear.
It's okay?
Yeah, clear. Very clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Pak Reza, Uzami, and other students who attend this class. I think I will speak both in English and Indonesia.
All right.
Okay, so my topic for my presentation is supply chain management trend to 2023. Okay, this is okay. This is my phone number. This is my email. So if anybody need to contact me, you may contact to any number or email. Okay. Okay, I'll start with the okay. I will start with a definition. What is a supply chain? I already since this is very important, so I quote from Simchi Levy. What is a supply chain? Supply chain management is a set of approaches utilized to efficiently integrate suppliers, manufacturers, warehouses, and stores so that merchandise is produced and distributed at the right quantities to the right location and at the right time in order to minimize system-wide costs while satisfying service level requirements. So this is I bold some words, the integration, and then minimize system-wide costs, satisfying service level. This the actually the goals or the objective of the supply chain. This is the picture that describing, I think every student of the industrial engineering or every student that already took the supply chain management recognize this chart, right? This is just to illustrate how the supply chains works in a real situation. This is the example. So I will not describe this picture. Okay. Okay, this is also why we have to understand the supply chain. We have to understand what is the cycle of the supply chain processes. As we know that supply chains is integration from the customer to retailer, manufacturing to supplier. Then this is very integrated processes that should be related one to each other. Okay, I will not describe this picture because this is I took from the Chopra and Mendel textbook here. So this is a customer order cycle when customer start to issue the purchase order to retailer, and then the retailer give the product, then the retailer ask for from the manufacturing to fill the product, then the manufacturing cycle asks to suppliers to supply, to send the raw material that required to produce the goods. Okay, this is the concept of why or how the supply chain should be managed in the supply chain. As we already know, this push processes part and pull processes, and it depends on the industry. The push and pull boundary will be vary within one and two other industries. This is I took from the Chopra and Mendel. So I think students that already took the supply chain class familiar with this chart. Okay, then I will go to the next slide. Okay, what is the supply chain challenges? I did some research, actually some short research regarding what is the supply chain challenge that all companies or supply chains expert concern. One is to keeping up transportation costs down, and then the second, keeping up with customer or industry demands. Then third, sourcing consistent, reliable carrier capacity, and fourth, keeping up with the latest technology solution. Then five, on-time pick-up and delivery performance. Six, integrating technology solution across all parts and others. There's I just put some top 6 of the experts comment about the challenges of the supply chains. Okay. Okay. As we see in the previous slide, the challenge of the supply chain is how to integrate the flow of product, flow of information, and flow of funds from the customer to manufacturing company to the supplier. That is the challenge. And as we already know, the supply chains cannot be successful without the technology, especially information technology. That's why to understand or to study about how or what is the trend for the supply chain, we have to understand or to study first about the technology, because the technology will be very much impact to the successful of the supply chains management. So I took this from Gartner. Yeah, they already published that based on the Gartner publication, there are some, actually there are 10 top strategic technology trends. There is technology that will affect the supply chains for the future. First is optimize the digital immune system. And then second, applied observability. Third, AI, artificial intelligence trust, risk, and security management. And then four, industry cloud platforms. Five, platform engineering. Six, wireless value realization. Then the technology should pioneer in super apps, adaptive AI, metaverse, and sustainable technology. This is the description of the component of the Gartner technology strategy. A digital immune system atau DIS combines practices and technology from observability, artificial intelligence, augmented testing, health engineering, auto remediation, site reliability engineering, and software supply chain security to increase the resilience of products, service, and system. And then applied observability is the applied use of observable data in a highly concentrated, orchestrated, and integrated approach as business functions, application and infrastructures, and operation. Teams to enable the shortest latency from action to reaction and proactive planning of business decisions. AI requires new forms of trust, risk, and security management that conventional controls do not provide. New AI-driven capabilities ensure model reliability, trustworthiness, security, and privacy. Industry clouds create value for organizations by incorporating cloud services traditionally purchased separately into pre-integrated but customizable or composable industry-relevant solution. As such, they can increase organizational agility, speed innovation, and accelerate time to value. And to help develop five is the platform engineering. To help developers, data scientists, and end users and reduce friction for the valuable work they do. Forward-thinking companies have begun to build operating platforms that sit between the users and the backend services on which they rely. And then wireless application. The integration of multiple wireless technologies will provide more cost-efficient, reliable, and scalable technical foundation that reduce capital expenditure. And a super app is an application that provides end users, example customers, partners, or employees, with a set of core features, along with access to independently created mini apps. The super app is built as a platform to deliver consistent and personalized application experiences. The value of operational AI, artificial intelligence, lies in the ability to rapidly develop, deploy, adapt, and maintain AI across different environments in the enterprise. Given the engineering complexity and the demand for faster time to market, it is critical to develop less rigid AI engineering pipelines or build AI models that can self-adapt in production. Then metaverse, this is the new word that's currently famous, is a combinatorial innovation made up of multiple technology themes and trends. Individually, these trends are projected to provide new opportunities and challenges to organizations across a wide spectrum of industries and use cases. Then, last one, the sustainable technology is a framework of solution that increases the energy and material efficiency of IT services, enable enterprise sustainable through technologies like traceability, analytics, renewable energy, and others. Help customers become more sustainable through apps, software, marketplace, and more. Okay, this is the technology trend I put from ASTM. ASTM is Association for Supply Chain Management. based on the study, there is also 10 technology trend. One is big data and analytics, and second, digital supply chain. Third, supply chain risk and resilience. And then fourth, artificial intelligence and machine learning. Fifth, robotics. Six, data security and cyber security. Seven, circular or sustainable supply chains. Eight, essential goods supply chain. And then nine, smart logistics and IoT, Internet of Things. And then 10, logistic vulnerability. Okay, that is the top 10 strategic trend for 2023. Okay, then what is the supply chain trend for 2023? This study from Bring company. One is rising supply chains and deliver costs. Then difficulty in maintaining customer loyalty. Then third, acceptance of managing complex operation. Fourth, collaboration between online retailers. Fifth, diversification of delivery partners. Six, digital transformation. Seven, reducing environmental impact. Then eight, adoption of holistic technology platform. So based on this study or information, the Gartner already foresee that the future of supply chain. First is there should be shift from location-centric to human-centric work design, then from real-time analytics to real-time execution, then third, from ambitious action to authentic achievement of sustainability, then four, from operational excellence to commercial innovation. That is the foresee that will save the future of supply chain. That study is developed based on the challenges and then technology and current situation, especially for the last 2 years, we have COVID pandemic. That's why the COVID makes the work of the people, organization will change. Okay, this is the description for the foresight. First, to prepare for the shift and not lose the race for talent. Work design must be more human-centric. One key is to find ways to increase flexibility through, for example, offering alternative work models such as part-time hours and technological solutions like augmented and virtual reality that provide frontline workers with greater independence regarding the location. Then, most supply chain leaders agree that enterprises will accept their supply chains to execute in near real time on more accurate and consistent decisions to deal with the increasing volatile and fast evolving nature of the market. So that's the trend is the supply chain will require or will mandate that the systems will need the near real-time situation. Then third, customer expectation around social and environment impact expand the value chain and include whole organizational source, make, package, deliver, return, and destroy products and services. While customers are willing to pay for this, they will also punish inaction and insufficient effort. This means you must invest in visibility and transparency tools and hold your partners accountable for the impact on the world as a whole. Okay, to master this shift, first build the capabilities to better understand your customers. Invest in access to voice of the customers. Data which can help you understand what your customers actually want. At the same time, make a concerted effort to shift the organizational culture toward customer-centric decision making. I think that's all for the presentation. So if you have the question or
Okay.
please. Pak Reza will
Okay,
arrange.
thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, there is some question in my email right now, but we will to go to question answer after all the speaker sharing. Therefore, right now it's very interesting, but we will go to the second speaker first, Puan Jamila. Kita tapi sebelumnya kita akan refreshing first with the song by video. You can to
Okay.
shut down your screen right now, Pak Diki first, before Indah Gemilang will be to share the video of refreshing. You can to shut down your stop PowerPoint.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, right now, Puan, before you sharing, you can to refreshing first with the song by video, but I don't know yet. What do you know, please? Second speaker.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right, let me share my screen first.
right. Tapi nak pun, kalau Puan nanti yang menyanyi direct pun bolehlah, tak guna pun video, tak apa-apa.
Okay, can
Very clear,
everyone?
very clear, very clear.
Yeah, okay, very clear. Okay.
Okay, a good customer relationship.
Right, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So today I would like to talk about customer relationship and supply chain management trends in 2023. Okay, this is a bit on my myself. Okay, I'm a lecturer in industrial logistics. This is my contact number. You can go to our website to see further on UniKL. If anyone would like to email me, you can email me at this address. Okay, so this is my a bit of my professional recognitions. I'm a MBOT technologist. Here that's why I got TS here. This is actually in Malaysia we call it as technologist. I'm not a doctor yet. Okay. So I'm also a member of Chartered Institute of Transportation and Logistics UK. I'm now a technical team for Pelan Induk Pengangkutan Awam Johor, which is I'm working with the state government to actually state government Johor to plan for public transportation in Johor. And then I'm also a technical committee with Logistic Productivity Nexus with Malaysia Productivity Corporation, whereby recently we are going to we making a strategy for this year to make Malaysia as Asian hub, logistic Asian hub. So we're working with together with industry and also universities like UMT, University Malaysia Terengganu, University Utara Malaysia, and so on. Okay, so there's a group of us in the committee. Okay, so let's back to the main business. Okay, all right. Okay. If I put it like this, can everyone see this slide? Because just now, me myself, I can see. Is it okay? Okay, should be okay. All right, so this is an overview of customer relationship and supply chain management, whereby this is already touched by Pak Gemilang. Okay, so from Chopra and Mandy, this is the same thing actually. So just saying that the supply chain is actually a link or a chain from supplier to customers. That's why we are also talking about customer management. When we manage supply chain, we actually wanted to fulfill the customer demand and satisfaction. So I will not go further on this image. Okay, so I would like to say that all the information will actually tied together, come from the source. Okay, then production will make the items, the goods, and then distribute. Okay, that will be delivery, and all the informations from procurement, production, and distribution will be tied together. That's why we call it as supply chain. Okay. So in supply chain, the customer relationship management is very important, whereby we focus on interface between the firm and its customers. So we also need to see the internal supply chain management, which is all processes that happen internally in the firm. And of course, we have to see also at supplier part, whereby all the processes that focus on the interface between the firm and the supplier. So this is basically a graphic or diagram, a diagram, supplier. Okay, we have firm and customer. This is all activities that happen in supplier relationship management, okay, in internal supply chain management, and also customer relationship management. Okay. Now, let's move to trend in customer management and supply chain management. The new trend will be services supply chain management, green supply chain, okay, sustainable supply chain, and humanitarian, whereby all these four basically focus on the area of healthcare, airlines, okay, hotels, agriculture, renewable energies, project supply chain, and many more, basically. Okay, and what I would like to bring all of you, okay, in terms of service supply chain, okay, this is actually okay, by Betagul, define that the service supply chain as the network of supplier, okay, service provider, consumer, and other supporting units that perform the functions of transactions of resources, whereby it's required to produce service transformations of these resources also into the supporting and core services and delivery of this service to customer. So basically, it's actually the services that we give, okay, end of the day, it will goes to the customer, okay, and customer perceive all the service, he or she will receive as one and aim to provide the customer the ultimate benefit. Okay, that is that's why service supply chain, for example, we have like hospital, hotels, universities. Okay, this is the service supply chain. Okay, and for green supply chain, so this application basically focus on environmental management principle. Okay, when we talk about green, it's we know that it's related to environment. So the entire set of activities that we do across from the across the supply chain, the whole customer order cycle, okay, including whatever process like designing, procurement, manufacturing, assembly, packaging, logistics, and distribution, we need to follow the environmental management principle. Okay, so the integrations of environment consideration into the supply chain management also include product design, material sourcing, and selections of manufacturing processes, delivery to the final products to consumer, and end of life management of the green products. This is I quote from We It's All 2011. Okay, and we have also sustainable supply chain. Okay, so the management of material, information, capital flow, as well as cooperations among companies along the supply chain, while taking the goals of all three dimensions, which is sustainable development, that involve, for example, economic, environment, and social into account, which derive from the customer and stakeholder requirement. So this is actually an extension to the traditional concept of supply chain management by adding environment and also social ethics. Okay, this is actually what I'm not talking the latest trend, but this is the trend that evolved, okay, from previously. Okay. We also have humanitarian supply chain. Okay, if you look at this picture, you know that humanitarian supply chain will actually involve people, not only products. So humanitarian supply chain is actually involves supplies and people. So the demand pattern basically comes from or generate, okay, from the event which is unpredictable, okay, in terms of timing, type, or size, okay, and demand are estimated after things happen, okay. So based on disaster characteristic, okay, whereby products, you know, it's relatively stable, you can predict, you can plan, okay, and the demand usually occurred when there are fixed location and also you can set the quantities. And inventory control in terms of humanitarian supply chain is really challenging because it's actually having variations, okay, high variation in terms of lead time, and then demands and also location. Whereby if inventory control in terms of product, it's nowadays we can plan well, okay, we can determine the inventory levels, okay, based on lead time, demand of the consumer, and we can also target or plan for the future inventory. Okay, for humanitarian supply chain, we have zero time between the occurrence of the demand and the need for it. Basically, it's not actually the lead time, is determined by the chain of material flow. So products, it can determine by supplier, then the supplier goes to manufacturer, and then distribution center, retailer, and so on, and go to consumer. Okay, but humanitarian supply chain is it's actually more complicated, okay, in terms of lead time. All right, so there's a network configuration which is also challenging for the humanitarian supply chain because it's in nature we didn't know actually the location, the size, the type, or what happened, okay, because it's even when we talk about disaster, is really unpredictable, okay, and in terms of information system, humanitarian supply chain needs information that more reliable, okay. That's why when we talk about information that comes that we use for humanitarian supply chain, the information usually it's unreliable, sometimes incomplete, and non-existent. Okay. And primary focus, sorry. Okay. Sekejap ya, Pak. Rasa nak batuk pula.
No problem. You can
Okay.
drink water, tak apa-apa. Kita boleh guna apa. Tak dilarang kalau kena minum dulu.
Sebab lately memang kurang ni sikit. Asyik nak batuk je.
Lagi hujan panas.
Betul. Okay, in terms of performance measure system, humanitarian supply chains, basically we focus on output performance. Okay, so the time that required to respond for disaster or ability to meet the needs of disaster victims is very crucial. Okay, so that's it. Actually, here what I'm trying to explain is the humanitarian supply chain versus the commercial supply chain. So the strategic goals for commercial supply chain is to produce the high quality products at low cost, like Pak Gumilang mentioned in just now, kan? So it's more on low cost, okay, fulfill the demands of customer, consumer, okay, and to maximize profit and all that. But for humanitarian supply chain, we want to minimize the loss of life and alleviate the suffering, okay, kurangkan sengsaranya. Okay. All right, so now let's move to the current customer management and supply chain trends for 2023, this year and beyond. This is, I take it from Sylvia Dimarax from Select Hub. Okay, Actually, she talked about post-pandemic resilience, blockchain, digital supply chain twins, supply chain as a service, circular supply chain, cloud-based products, AI, IoT, robots, and automation, 5G networks, and capacity crunch. Okay. So I just explain a bit, okay, on whatever the trends for 2023 and beyond. Basically, this is actually happened when we have the post pandemic COVID-19. So all over the world actually affected by COVID-19. So the trends is actually the trend of supply chain actually change. Okay, it more towards technology and a lot of things that actually relates to COVID-19. So the post-pandemic resilience, the economic disruption, the school closures, the lockdown and everything actually through our country's industry, okay, into the upheaval. So the supply chain worldwide basically are picking up now. Okay, so we need to actually put into the pieces this industry. So the supply chain have to think how to handle the risk management effectively so that they can stay flexible and resilient in this unstable global environment and economic right now. So like we know that we are going to recession and all that kind. So the post-pandemic resilience is actually now how manager think to what we call it, to become stay in the industry. So the supply chain for the future should not longer focus on lower cost. Okay, if we talk just now, supply chain is actually we focus on lower cost can, but nowadays it will be more on to achieve goals and objective. Okay, so it can be fashion with the objective and be able to turn on a dime, means that you should be able to stay, okay, in the industry. So that is actually what happened now. So for trends, current trends also actually influenced by blockchain. So basically blockchain is actually a database structure that we can set up for the supply chain, and it increase the supply chain visibility. The benefit will that it improve the material tracking, okay, and then we can see a lot of reductions on paperwork and administrative process. Okay, you can see the transactional security, the visibility of data is very well managed. Okay, and we can less fraud. Okay, basically we can detect fraud. Okay, and we have digital supply chain twins, which is it's create the entire supply chain and process to be easily accessible by digital environment. So we have real-time information that gathered from IoT, the Internet of Things device, and we can we can do a decision making crystal clear. Okay, so that everything from the customer order to individual items moving through the change, we can actually look at it in very clear manner. Okay, and we also have number 4, supply chain as service. Okay, this is actually because of value chains right now become more complex to handle. So because of a lot of things that happen all over the world. So the process of supply chain in-house is basically nearly impossible. So we have to change from manual to digital environment. We have to leverage all the large amount of IoT to enable our business, okay? And then we have to analyze our data. We have to make a better planning, okay? So that we actually require the necessary skill to manipulate and maintain and do the maintenance of data that we have. Okay, so in this thing, in this supply chain as a service, basically outsource. Okay, outsourcing may be a critical process. So to the benefits of supply chain as a service, you can have better customer service, which is you can increase productivity and lower your costs. Okay. We have circular supply chain, which promote a zero waste management. We also going towards cloud-based product, which is supply chain market components. We use all the hardwares, barcode scanners, RFID tags, so on. We deployed the mode of cloud on premise. We also are going for trends on artificial intelligence and IoT. So this is actually the main drivers behind the growth of supply chain, the growth of IoT. And then right now, a lot of technology that is actually available, and we can actually penetrate and use all the technologies. Okay, and we have robots and automations, which is we transform the supply chain trends by using the robots and automation, so that we can have the benefits of efficiency, improve fulfillment process, okay, strengthen productivity, and etc. And we also right now have 5G networks with IoT. It enables the device loading in the market. So basically, the difference between the 4G and 5G is 4G can handle 10,000 devices per square mile. So while 5G support 100 times than that amount. So 5G is more powerful. And we have the trends in 2033, whereby the supply chain go on capacity crunch. So the constant need for product transportation means an increase in revenue, but with major logistic challenges. Among the obvious issues is the constant demand, smaller issues like trucks maintenance. So nowadays, with capacity crunch, the trucks manufacturer will need to invest in manufacturing software, so to help them to automate the process and cut off their costs. Okay. Same as Pak Gumilang just now, I also would like to also highlight these top 10 supply chain trends. Okay, this is from the Association of Supply Chain Management. So with all these, actually, you can see the conclusion is the supply chain is more complex right now. So there's a lot of technology that available outside there. So we have to make use of the technology, okay? And what happened in Malaysia right now, we are going forward, okay, to actually use the technology. So in our current strategy that currently I have, together with industry and also government, we sit down and we try to, evaluate one by one our industry and what is actually we are going to do. So part of the, we call it as the focus point, is actually technology, the development of technology. So Alhamdulillah, Malaysia decide, okay, to move forward to all the technology that are available in terms of industrial relations, IR 4.0, so the blockchain and all that. So to be detailed later. Okay, because we are in the midst of planning the blueprint for Asian Malaysia as a Asian logistic hub. Okay, so with that, thank you so much.
Wow, thank you. Very good time management, all the speakers. So you can shut down first.
Is it too fast?
No, it's very good.
Okay,
Same,
I unshare.
same what with Pak Diki Gumilang.
Okay.
Very good. Okay, right now you can to shut down first the screen. We will go to
Okay.
question answer. There is some question in my email right now. Usually, I will to choose 2 questions for the every speaker. Right now, I will to read question for Pak Diki. Pak Diki, are you ready to copy me
Yes.
for the question? Okay, the first from Azwan. Very interesting sharing, Pak Diki. Thank you very much for your good point. Right now, supply chain activity very significant growth what the opportunity and challenges about it in the future to anticipation by businessmen. Okay. Okay, the second, artificial intelligence so far, very interesting progress from Yati. What will we use regards artificial intelligence trend to develop our business, especially in supply chain service? This is two question for Pak Diki. I will to read more if you not clear about the question. And then Puan Jamila pula, you copy me Puan from Dwi. Amazing presentation Puan Jamila. I get new knowledge from you. Okay. The first question, before ICT progressive like right now, many company do consumer relationship management which what is this which maintain our consumer by conservative way, but now very influent with the technology ICT, but competition is more and high to maintain to competition is high to maintain of consumer more be strike. What you advise to become the best way to keep our relationship of customer? This is from Dwi, and then from Taufik. How we can to create combination between goods supply chain with service and distribution of product specifically for millennial targeting. Itu dia questionnya. Saya ambil dua-dua sahaja every speaker. Right now the first answer from Pak Diki Gumilang around 5 to 6 minutes lah. Sila.
Thank you very much, Reza. Thank you for the question. I think I will answer the first.
But your camera right now is not open yet.
Okay.
But no problem if they could go. Okay. Yeah, right.
Okay. I will answer the first and the second question with the same answer, I think. For the technology, that's a very related question. For the technology, that's, you know, that the challenges for the not the future. I think actually the currently is already requested that we have to arrange or to prepare our supply chains with a near real-time execution. That's why the technology will enable how to reduce the lead time within the manufacturing, and then the lead time within the retailer to the customer. Since you know that right now, it's like in Indonesia, probably in Malaysia also the same. Like when we order some part through the online market, right now it's very fast. They respond very fast because they have all the data with the big data analytic. They can suggest and decide the availability of the product. That is why technology will mandate or will impact the supply chain to reduce the lead time very significantly. That's the dream is real time actually, like just in time, but there is still the dream. But the target is the real-time execution. So when we have the technology available, like Bu Jami present, this IoT, robotics, etc., they will help the supply chains to analyze the data very fast, probably real time, and then suggest and execute the decision. And then for the second question about the businessman, also the businessman target is a profit, right? So when they talk the profit in this very fierce competition, the lead time is very important. The innovation, the very important. For example, when that customer is very demanding, they will ask so many goods, so many products in very short time. So when we have the technology that can reduce the lead time, and then we can also can analyze the requirement from the customer very fast. I think we can provide the product or services that they are demanded customly and very fast. I think that's the key for the futures or current business. We need to provide the custom product with the right time, with the right price, and with the right quantity. That's the technology that will help the supply chain. I think that's my answer.
Okay, very smart answer. Okay, now next to Puan Jamila.
Okay, the first one, she actually asked about customer relation, correct?
Yes.
How to maintain the customer relation, okay, because of the competition that we have now. So how to maintain the customer relation? I get the correct understanding. Okay, all right. So for me, actually we cannot say that customer relation will go like a conservative way. Okay, nowadays it's very challenging because we are not dealing with local, we are dealing with global. So to maintain the customer relation, to satisfy our customer, we have to go with the technology. That's why just now I said that in Malaysia also we realized that we need to go together with the technology, whereby like now we have a planning or in the pipeline where we do the single platform. So one of the techniques that, or we can say that the strategy, okay, is to do a single platform, okay, where customer can access, okay, to our, let's say if you are manufacturer, customer have easy access to your products. If you are the government agency or the government services, customer can actually get the information easily from you. So you have to provide the single platform, okay, not that you have to go here and here and here, okay, just to get to settle one one transaction, let's say. So the usage of technology is very important, whereby we have to implement the blockchain, the data analytics, all that, IoT, have a single platform. And of course, in maintaining the customer satisfaction, we have to always get ready to answer them. That's why nowadays we have intelligence automation communication, where actually if you realize you are not talking to real people, you are talking to robots. But the robots is actually able to satisfy whatever you ask them. Okay, let's say you have a complaint, you have you need something, you want to know something, you just ask, and actually you are not talking you're not talking to a human, you are talking to robots. Okay. Okay, so that is for number one.
The second question.
Okay, the second question, I don't get it actually.
I read more. How we
Uh-uh.
can to create combination between good supply chain with service and distribution of products, especially to a millennial targeting consumer.
Oh, millennial targeting customer. Okay. Social media. Social media is actually stick to the millennial people. Okay, so we have to make sure that if you are the business, okay, doing a products or selling a products, okay, manufacture products, you should able to connect with your customer through social media, because the millennial consumer basically they are not conservative, like they are just stick to one thing or one media. We have to explore a lot of media social, like TikTok, okay, Instagram and all that. That for sure for business. If you not you combine that media social in your business, okay, basically you will lose, okay, because okay, nowadays if you want your products to be berkembang, to be explore more by people, you have to give people a chance to explore your products by putting your products in media social. So that's for sure. We cannot like be conservative, just sell on the shelf. We can't do that anymore. Okay,
Okay.
that is
Very
how
smart.
millennial people act. Okay.
Yeah, very smart answer from Kak Jamie. Kak
Thank
Jamie.
you.
Before the last song and closing remark, we will to invite a few minutes Pak Johannes Samsi. Are you ready to sharing a few minutes or 3, 4, 5 minutes, Pak Johannes? Apakah Bapak masih dalam ready? Dia dalam Zoom tapi tak tahu, mungkin ada aktiviti lain. Tadi dia hantar satu message dekat chatbox regard the supply chain. Boleh. Sila Pak Johannes, mungkin nak sharing something around 3-4 minutes lah before we go to last. Sila Pak. Suaranya macam putus-putus.
Ya mungkin signal Pak.
Tak apa-apa, sekarang sudah clear suaranya. Betapapun kameranya tak clear, tapi your sound is clear.
Johannes di mana?
Tak tahu lagi, nanti beliau bagi tahu. Okey Pak, sila.
Okay.
Ya. Afternoon everybody. Yes, saya Johannes Samsi Purba. Saya praktisi. Saya dari sektor shipping, logistik, transportation, supply chain industry. Saya sudah lama di shipping Samudra Indonesia Group. Sebelumnya lalu sempat di freight forwarding Japan, Korean, dan terakhir saya sebagai profesional, saya terakhir sebagai country manager dan president director perusahaan logistik India, heading of Indonesian office. Ya, jadi saya juga pemegang beberapa sertifikat kompetensi BNSP untuk freight forwarder, professional freight forwarder, supply chain management. Saya juga ikut dalam tim yang menyusun kompetensi standar, standar kompetensi kerja Indonesia, nasional Indonesia, SKKNI, mungkin bapak-bapak, Pak Niki Gumilang dan lain-lain tahu ya. Jadi kompetensi standar Indonesia dan ASEAN itu merujuk atau adopt dari RMCS, Regional Model Competence Standard Australia, dan kita juga mereka yang teaching kita how to make that standard. Jadi itu sedikit dari saya. Saya juga praktisi dan saya member dari Indonesian Chamber of Commerce and Industry atau KADIN Indonesia. Dan beberapa asosiasi logistik di Indonesia, mulai dari Asosiasi Logistik dan Forwarder Indonesia, ALFI, or ILFA, juga ada Asosiasi Pengusaha Truk Indonesia, Indonesian Trucking Association. Kita juga sekarang sebagai Asian Trucking Federation, kita presidensinya saat ini. Jadi untuk industri ini saya ada sedikit background. Nah, terkait pada perkembangan yang sekarang ini, tadi saya cukup tertarik juga itu Ibu Jamilah, Mrs. Jamilah tadi mungkin nanti bisa di-share ya, untuk masukan buat.
Baik,
nah,
Pak.
kalau untuk yang Indonesia saya pikir agak berbeda. Ya, mungkin untuk Indonesia kan ini sedikit berbeda karakteristiknya untuk logistik dan supply chain-nya kalau dibanding dengan negara lain. Indonesia ini kan archipelagus. Banyak kepulauan, ada 17.000 ya, about 17,000 islands, yang mana handlingnya berbeda, costingnya berbeda, jadi lead time-nya juga mungkin tidak bisa sama dengan yang common practice. Jadi mungkin diskusi-diskusi begini menarik juga untuk bisa mendefinisikan, mengenali, mendefinisikan, menginventarisir, dan juga mungkin membuat kira-kira best practice untuk logistik dan supply chain untuk di Indonesia plus ASEAN atau ASEAN as a whole. Mungkin menarik itu menjadi masukan. Saya pikir karena kan sebagai catatan memang di ASEAN logistik cost Indonesia itu masih cukup tinggi ya. Sekarang di kisaran antara 23 up 24% of our GDP. Jadi almost 1/4 ya. Almost 1/4 of our GDP, very high. Compare logistik cost kita misalnya dengan Singapura yang hanya 10, itu nggak bisa kita bandingkan karena Singapura itu kan negara kota ya, kecil sekali. Jadi mungkin kita bisa compare dengan negara lain di lingkungan Asia. Yang mungkin masih menjadi homework untuk Indonesian business in supply chain.
Baik.
Ya,
makasih.
Itu, Pak.
Pak Johannes, boleh hantar Bapak punya email di chatbox, nanti Ibu Jamilah bisa mengetahui dan bisa komunikasi. Terima kasih Pak Diki sudah memberitahu Pak Johannes boleh join. Before the last song, okay.